second to run a game of Imperial Skies at the Recruits Convention in Lee Summit, Missouri. We had a force of French ships for the Allied powers, and the Central powers were composed of a German fleet and a Austrian-Hungarian fleet. The story I put together for this battle was that the Central powers had developed a chemical weapon, and it was being transported on a couple of merchant ships to the front lines. The Allied powers desired to stop that from getting there, so they attacked this convoy, but it was well defended by the German and Austrian-Hungary fleets. Neither player was allowed to shoot down the merchants. The French fleet was scared that the chemicals would get into the air and reach shore and do damage there, and the Central Powers forces were not allowed to shoot them because they were too valuable to them. So the French fleet needed to actually board the ships to be successful with the mission. So what we did is we counted points for ships that were destroyed, and then each merchant vessel that was boarded and held at the end of the game by the French counted as 50 points apiece, and any ships that managed to make it off of the board would be worth 100 points to the Central forces. The game went pretty well. It was at a convention, so we were teaching several people the rules to the game. But I think everybody had a good time with it. The basic mechanics of the game are pretty straightforward. We didn't use a lot of the additional optional rules. We didn't do different elevations. We didn't have any fighters. There was only one ship in the battle that actually had rockets. Nobody had torpedoes, and for this scenario we just said those rockets had already been used in a prior engagement, so we just had the main weapons on the ships. Overall, the French fleet had much better dice than the Central Powers did. The Central Powers, they had some really unlucky rolls, so they were not successful. The French fleet managed to take care of all of the escorts, winning the battle, and they will be exposing to the international community what chemical weapons had been created for the war. Hopefully that will rally support behind the other allied nations to continue the fight against the Central Powers. Overall, I think everybody had a good time. The rules, as I said, worked pretty well. It's really meant for a two-player game, and we had a few more than that planned, but it worked all right. If I had to do it again, I'd probably group the ships and do the group activation. I didn't do that because we had pretty small fleets. If you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this and the other projects that I work on, you can subscribe to my channel. And if you have any questions or comments about the game, you can put those in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.